Hi, this is Bill Newton, Lions Paw Productions in Concord, North Carolina. Very short spot today, and it's just a comment. Anybody that has been watching TV or has been breathing almost has access to social media, Facebook, whatever it may be, knows that there are certain things going on regarding testimonies and investigations. The last thing that was done the other day is what they call the J. Edgar Comey show. There was the former director of the FBI, a guy named James Comey, or Jim Comey, was brought before the Senate Intelligence Subcommittee, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it's called. And he made a testimony under oath of certain things he said were factual. A lot of it wasn't. I know. I don't have to be told by a bunch of media moguls and hounds and stuff like that to tell me what to think. I can look at things that are in evidence and have been presented already that people can have access to, and you can make your decisions. Having said that, I'm not the only one that's evaluated this situation, has come to this conclusion. All these investigations, all these probes, all these insinuations and allegations and everything else, some true and some not, are for one target. That's President Donald J. Trump and anybody around him. The reason why is they want to not only get rid of him and somehow connect him to Russia or something else that's treasonous or anti-American, but his vice president and anybody else that would fill that gap if they were to get their way and have him gone. The whole thing, as I see it, is the end thereof would be getting enough. I'm searching for a word here. It's not facts, but enough alleged situations to give them probability in their mind, the snowflakes and Democrats, to and anarchists, to draft articles of impeachment. Their primary thing really they want to do is, with this Russia stuff, is try to connect Donald Trump and his organization and the Republican Party to collusion and any connection as Soviet agents to declare the last election be illegitimate. Right now, it looks as though they can't do that, period. So the next step is to try to get something that he's done of a criminal nature that will rise to the level of impeachment. Not just impeachment proceedings, but literally to impeachment where he has to resign, or they have to vote in Congress to remove him from the office of president. And that would extend to his vice president. Then they could put in, by act of Congress, I understand, who they want in there to fill the office of president until another election could be had, or the next election would be in 2020. Now, that's how I see it. This whole thing is not about justice. It's about revenge. It's about they want to get back at Donald J. Trump because he hasn't played their game. He's not a Washington insider. He's not been a politician. He's not their buddies. He's a good businessman, no doubt about it. Even though they'll jump up and down about his business dealings and all that type of stuff, they know he's a good businessman. He doesn't make billions of dollars being a dumbbell. So that's how I see all this investigation stuff and committees and subcommittees and probes and all that type of stuff. It's aimed at one thing. That's trying to, in some way, get rid of him as a president of the United States because they don't like his non-globalism and his pro-American stand. It upsets their apple cart. I'll end with this. The desire of the Democrat Party and some Republicans is to have a one world or a global political system and economy and everything else. And Donald J. Trump and his presidency stands in the way of that. Now, there are other thoughts I have which I'm not going to get into. So that's it right now. We'll see how this investigation stuff and this probe, this special counsel and everything else goes. But if I'm not missing my bet about how crooked not just Hillary Clinton is and the Clinton people, but how crooked the entire system is, he has something to not fear, but he has something to look out for. Because they will, one way or another, try to remove him from office. The sooner the better. And all the deals he's made, everything he's done, all the stuff that's taken place that's positive, they'll undo in a heartbeat. And whoever they put in office will go through and undo all of his international stuff. He's had contacts with all these world leaders. They will not, and on top of that, if he's replaced, they will not get access to the White House like he's had people access. They will not be brought in to meetings with him or with whoever replaces him. I'm kind of, I'm not afraid of anything, but I'm kind of suspicious and kind of pretty certain that it's a probability, always a probability, but a strong probability that he won't be in the office that long. I don't think he'll be in office to complete his first term. I hope he is, but the way things are going, it doesn't look like it. There's too many people in government that are powerful and a whole lot richer than he is. They have and they're embedded. His whole administration, I said the last thing, this is the last thing. His whole administration, the people in his administration are deep embedded Obama, Clinton loyalists. And he should have taken them out the first week that he was in office, just gotten rid of them. And there's some people that are around him that appear in public as if they're okay for him, but they're not. They're not what they appear to be. Having said that, that's my short, probably a little bit more than 5 minutes, my comment on what's been going on in the political realm in the United States of America, currently United States of America. You have a good day. This has been Bill Newton, Lions Paw Productions, Concord, North Carolina.